These are the two parts that I got to do this kit. I think I saw a YouTube video of a guy using this, and it was actually pretty cheap. I think it's under 40 bucks. You open it up, has the syringes in here. This is gonna take me some time because I gotta get the right fitting and I gotta get this all set up. So it's gonna take me a little bit. Once it's all set up, it's already gonna be done for my bike. So once it's all done, I shouldn't have to mess with those. I could probably fit them back in here with everything I need, and it should be a lot faster the next time I do it. And then this is the oil that I got, Shimano hydraulic mineral oil. I think it's 1,000 milliliters. I thought it wasn't full on the top, but it is. And I'm gonna do my front brake because it's hard to put in video on how this is, but my brake doesn't engage until like probably right here, and then it goes. And I want to try to get rid of that, so I want to try this front brake out and see. So I'm gonna get the stand on the bike and take off the front tire. We gotta take off the brake, and hopefully it all goes good. I'm just gonna do the front for now. I don't have enough time to do the back, but I'm gonna get started and record some of my process doing it. All right, so the first thing I did, I got the wheel off, and now I'm starting to unloosen these. It's these two bolts that you want to take off. Shouldn't be too hard to do. This is something that you might not have. This is an iFixit kit. I build computers, and it comes with all these little special tools. And the reason I got this out is because I actually don't have the correct Allen for this bolt right here. This is the one that you need to remove. So I need to go through all my stuff and see if I can find the correct one. You don't need this kit, like I said, you just need the actual Allen, and I do not apparently have it in my garage. And look at that. That fits so perfect, doesn't even move. So let's get that removed. Once that's removed, we have to get this top one on the brake. This one right here. Okay, so come back to this kit. You're gonna have a few of these. I thought it was actually the biggest one, but it's a smaller one. So if you do get the same kit, I just screwed mine into the top. This one works flawlessly, and there's an O-ring already onto this. Just clean up the excess oil that kind of comes off. And pretty much from there, this is just gonna go inside here. And then the end of this is just gonna go right on here. And then once we get that all set up, we just have to basically, I gotta suck the fluid into here. But I want to get the bottom set up first, and then we'll get to that. Okay, so once you get these set up and probably get a bunch of oil all over yourself, I found that this one's bigger on the bottom. If you can see, this fitting fits in the top of this, and this one right here is a lot smaller. This is the one that goes on top. I hung these for a little bit, like the video said, and I'm gonna link it down in my description so you can check out this guy's video. He made a perfect video about this. I just want to show you guys that probably haven't seen his videos and watch mine. Hang them however you can, just to get all the air bubbles to the top, because when you do suck this up, it has a lot of air bubbles. Basically, I'm gonna hook up the top one, and I'm gonna hook up the bottom one, and then we're just gonna start going back and forth, pumping the fluid back and forth through it to try to get rid of all the air bubbles, and then bam, put that cap back on. So we'll see how it goes. All right, so I needed both my hands, and I didn't have my GoPro stand, so I apologize, but I wasn't able to show you the video. So basically, when you get this syringe, you put this one on the top and you screw it down, and you just let it sit there. You get the other syringe over here, and basically when this was off, you take this little bolt off. And then once you connect them both, you basically just squeeze these tubes back and forth. You go all the way down, but make sure you don't go too far because you don't want air bubbles to get back in it. Get this one, squeeze it back. So basically you're sending the pressure from this one down to the bottom and then back up. So it's basically pushing all the air bubbles out of the pocket. And then once you're done, you just remove the top one first, put the cap back on, then go down to the bottom one, take that one off, and put the cap back on as soon as you can so you don't lose too much fluid. Clean up all your stuff and put it back together. And I'm gonna see how my brakes are when I put the wheel back on. All right, check this out. That is like stopped, like right there. That's all it travels now, so that's pretty good. I mean, I can squeeze it a lot harder, but that's locked. That's on there. So it's a lot better than it was, because if I go to this one, I mean, it's a no-brainer. That goes so far back it almost touches the grips. And then this one, that's it. Love it. I highly suggest you guys do this if your brakes get a little squishy over time. Now it's time to go ride it and test it out. This setting is so good that now my front brake actually locks up, like my whole tire locks up and everything. So these pads are working, the front brakes are working great. Now I need to do the backs, but I'll probably do them on another day, only because now the back brakes feel like they don't even work at all. So I'll probably do a video on that. I'm not 100% sure, but for right now, let's just go out and ride, go have a good time. So I'll see you out there on the streets. Let's go.